the quiet countryside of Cumbria, England, where fog clings low to the ground and church ruins stand watch over the dead, there lies the story of Crogling Grange, a tale blending blood, fear, and something far older than myth. The story begins in the late 17th or early 18th century. Dates are hazy, but the setting is timeless. An old country estate, Crogling Grange, had been rented by 3 siblings, 2 brothers and their sister, Amelia Cranswell. Before we continue, welcome to Phenomenord. If you could, please hit that like and subscribe button. It's a small thing, but helps the channel so much, and is so appreciated. Anyway, back to our story. Summer came heavy that year, the air thick, the nights restless. One evening, unable to sleep, Amelia sat by her window, watching the moonlight bathe the garden in silver. And that's when she saw it, a figure, far out by the edge of the trees, staring back at her, its eyes bright, almost glowing. They never wavered. Slowly, the figure moved closer. Amelia didn't scream. She couldn't. Something in her body locked. She was gripped by a strange paralysis, not of the limbs, but of the will. The figure crept to her window, pressed against the glass. Then, a long, bony finger unlatched the window. The thing slid inside, thin, dry-skinned, long-nailed. It moved to her bed and, without hesitation, bit her neck. She screamed. Footsteps thundered through the house. Her brothers burst into the room just in time to see the figure flee, swift and silent, into the darkness. Amelia's neck was bleeding, but she was alive. She recovered, slowly. The siblings, rattled, left the house for a time. But months later, they returned to Crogling Grange. They brought firearms. They brought resolve. What they didn't expect was the return of the creature. It came again. Same eyes, same method, same terrible hunger. But this time, the brothers chased it. One managed to fire a shot, hitting the thing in the leg. Wounded, it stumbled across the fields toward a crumbling chapel nearby. The next morning, the brothers searched the chapel ruins. Behind a rusted gate lay a family crypt. Inside several coffins, dusty, decayed. All but one. One coffin was not rotted. Inside it lay a corpse, fresh, leathery, with a bullet wound in the leg. No signs of decomposition, no smell of rot, just stillness. The brothers did what anyone would do when confronted with the unnatural. They burned the body, and the attack stopped, forever. But that's only the beginning of the mystery. The Crogling vampire story first appeared nearly 200 years later in 1896, in a book by Augustus Hare. He claimed it came from a reliable family source, but no records survive, no parish death entries, no news reports, no mention in local court or church archives. Some historians believe the story was fabricated, or pieced together from several different legends in the region. Others believe it was a true crime, an intruder or madman hiding behind superstition. Amelia may have been attacked by a very real, very human predator, one who used myth as camouflage. But others see something else. A revenant, a vampire. Not the elegant monsters of Gothic novels, but a primal force from peasant folklore. A bloated, blood-drinking corpse that crawls from the grave to punish the living. And still others argue that the real terror of Crogling Grange isn't what entered the room. It's how no one stopped it sooner. No matter what the truth is, supernatural, psychological, or criminal, one thing is certain. Crogling Grange is no longer just a house. It's a question, a shadow on the edge of the rational. And some shadows don't stay buried. Thank you for spending time with me tonight. Please like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to comment and tell what other topics you'd like me to cover. And as always, stay watchful of what lurks in those dark corners.